So yeah, this week has been pretty mental. I've sold probably close to, I don't even, I've lost count now. It's probably like 750 ounces worth of silver. Mental, absolutely crazy, and not gonna lie, a little bit overwhelming. So let's talk about the buying and selling of silver and some of these pitfalls that I am starting to see. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for a precious metal ramble. Now we're going to talk today a little bit about the buying and selling of gold and silver, and specifically the Backyard Bullion Buyers Club, which, honest to God, I had a little idea for before Christmas. I've been doing little bits of it here and there throughout the year, but I thought, you know what, let's advertise it and just see if we get a couple of extra people to sign up to a little newsletter, and a few buyers maybe, and we'll be happy. That's not how it went. Yeah, the power of social media marketing. Who'd have thought it, eh? We've had 500 people, I think it's 478 people at the moment, nearly 500 probably by the time this video goes live, sign up for that buyer's newsletter. And of that as well, we've had quite a lot of inquiries about selling. In fact, an awful lot of inquiries about selling, which I think is quite interesting, that there's quite a lot of people out there who are perhaps looking to exit from their silver right now. And to be quite frank, that's blown way beyond the proportions of expectation that I had for the service, which is great. But I am kind of now in a situation where I feel like I'm a little bit of a victim of my own success when it comes to that. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm just an ordinary guy. I literally am working out of my kitchen. This is the kitchen table that we're on here. And it is overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming, this whole social media and this whole running a business from home. And yeah, it's gone mental. It really has gone mental, and that's good and both bad. So let's start with the good. We'll do the good and bad news sandwich, shall we? So the good news here is that it's worked. Like, it's a fantastic thing for me to be able to achieve, and I'm really proud of it. We've managed to get some fantastic deals for buyers and some great prices for sellers. And when you put in perspective, there were some gold bars that we sold where the customer was offered 90% of spot price for them, and we sold them for him at 1% over. You know, that's a huge boon for the seller. And of course, if you can buy 1% gold out there at the moment as a buyer, you're doing really well. So I'm really proud of that. And we've also helped a number of other people sell silver in short spaces of time when they really needed the cash, it's so good. That's exactly what this whole service was about. It's about helping buyers and helping sellers. It wasn't about me making extra money and getting rich. But having said that, the volume of silver that has come in over this last week, you know, we've been doing daily newsletters, daily stock updates, and things will sell within half an hour, an hour. It's absolutely mental. I then, of course, have the follow-up problem where there are people who message me when they get their emails at sort of 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and I sent at 4 o'clock going, am I doing something wrong? There's no stock left. And yes, because it all goes. Which again is really good. Like, there's so much appetite for silver out there, especially at a decent price. So the bad news, yeah, it's hard to manage. It is hard to manage. Now, it's not about how much money I charge and whether it's worth it for my time. I could charge £10 an ounce profit on this and still be in exactly the same position that I am right now, which is that it's stressful. It's not necessarily the volume of work. It's the fact that it's constant. Like, every day something's come in this week. So every afternoon, normally, you know, my day is very much morning time. I will be researching, doing videos, filming videos, and pouring silver. That's my day. And then in the afternoon, I will be primarily packaging up orders and items that go out to customers, pop to the post office, and then I'll usually, unless I'm in a really busy production cycle, I'll usually sort of have a little bit of a chill sesh from sort of 3 o'clock onwards. I will answer emails and I will do YouTube management and comments and video editing, but that's all stuff which is very easy to do. But now I'm finding myself uploading hundreds of ounces of silver to my website, managing emails. I'm finding myself having to, of course, manage those emails after what I would determine normal working hours, and then, you know, I've got to package up all these items, which then has to happen like the next day, the next morning, and you get the point here. It's this roller coaster that just never seems to stop. I get round a day cycle, come to the morning, and then up it goes again. So yeah, that's good. It's nice to be busy, but I do have to take a step back with some perspective there, because what I don't want the Buyers Club to replace what I do outside of all my other activities. I love making videos here, and I've managed to carve out some time this week to film videos, but that's, you know, potentially at the detriment, because there's only certain times of day that I can film with the lighting here and the you know, the time required to film. And you know, things like poured silver, I still want to crack on with pouring silver. I've got some orders that I need to start looking to focus on and get those done. Of course, I've got other orders in the backlog that still need to be processed and shipped out, including the dice, which I am working on. For those of you who've got dice orders, they are starting to be dispatched, and you'll get your dispatch notification when that comes out. But what I don't want is this sales service to, you know, take over and be all-encompassing. So from that perspective, I think where we're going to be going forwards is that there will still be things that go up for sale, but I will be a lot more picky about what and who sends. So if you are interested, then you can just email me. I know I'm asking you to email me again. I'm going to get 300 emails this week, I know it. But if you are looking to sell, you can get in touch. I might not reply immediately. If I do reply, you can expect me to come back and say, look, if you've got bulk items, easy things for me to look to pass on and sell that won't take my time. You know, if you've got 20 different individual items, I think we're going to have to say no, quite frankly, because it's so difficult to manage. If you've got low volumes of silver, I'm probably going to have to say no, because again, it's really difficult. If you've got like 6 coins that you want to sell, you know, the time it takes for me to list those, photograph them, catalog them, make sure that the buyers get the right, you know, bank details, and then ship out 5 parcels. It's not worth it for £5. Not worth it at all. So yeah, that's where we are. I don't want you guys to worry about me. I'm fine. Like it's just part of this. I didn't expect it to go as well as it did. Maybe that was naive of me, because you know, it has been exceptionally popular. I genuinely thought there'd be a lot of buyers that were interested, but the amount of people that have got in touch to sell, and some of the quantities that I've been approached with. I've got some customers looking to sell thousands of ounces of silver, which is pretty mad, pretty mental. So yeah, don't worry, I'm fine, and I'm not going to burn out or anything like that. I'm very much aware of my capabilities and limitations when it comes to you know, my mental well-being, mental health, when it comes to social media. But honestly, it's mental, and it has come at a really interesting time as well, because we've had a huge growth on the channel in terms of new subscribers and views. We've got videos that are going viral right now with hundreds of thousands of views, which is great and incredible, and it's what you want when you're a YouTuber. Certainly a little silver tube channel here, but crikey, it's busy, and it's only what, the 12th of January as I'm filming, 15th of January as this video goes live. Yeah, it is mental. So I do want to finish this video with a few sort of thanks though. First up, I want to say a personal thank you to all of the sellers that have got in touch already and that put their faith. You know, sending silver to some guy on the internet to sell on your behalf. It's a leap of faith. And thank you to all the people who signed up, the buyers as well, and for those who are buying. I think we're doing a good job. I think we're offering great prices. And what I will say is as well, that, you know, from the mental health side of things of social media, when you're successful with anything, when there's big exposure to anything, you get the trolls. You get the trolls. And what I would say is, if there's anybody out there that sees negative comments, trolling style comments, just don't feed the trolls. That's my best advice. You know, a prime example, and I try not to let it bother me, but prime example is some of the coins we sold at the beginning of the week. The seller asked for slightly higher prices than maybe this person was willing to buy. And they sent me a pretty snotty email, you know, criticising everything we were doing and blah, 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 blah. And the naivety of other people as well. When I get an email from someone saying, you're selling 1 silver Britannia for 27 plus £8.50 postage, that costs more than all of the other dealers in the UK, even including VAT and postage. Well, of course it does. It's one coin that you're paying £8.50 postage for. You know, we have good deals. We have great deals. We're saving buyers a lot of money when buying in bulk. But if you're buying one coin, of course it's going to be more expensive. That's just how it goes. So yeah, look, I mean, I'm trying not to let the trolls get to me. But you know, even if you just see a negative comment and you delete it and you ban that person from commenting on your channel, you still see them, and it's something to manage. And I don't think it's something that people really appreciate. But I am managing it well, and so what? Basically, okay, here we go. I've rambled for like 10 minutes now. It's great, isn't it? Thank you to all the Rambling Society members. Hit that thumbs up button and see down in the comments because you're cool. But look, you know, the long shot here is that it's been super successful, which is great, and I can't ask for more. I just can't ask for more. But I have to also manage how it all goes for me. Maybe one day in the future we'll be able to do this a bit more sort of full time, and this will be, you know, if the market falls out of poured silver, if people don't want to buy my poured silver, then of course this seems like a really interesting sort of backup option. But I have got other responsibilities. I'm not just here on SilverTube, YouTube, pouring silver, and all of the other responsibilities that come along with my workload. You know, I'm a human being. I've got a life, I've got a family, I've got other responsibilities in life to manage. So, you know, it's important, and I do thank each and every one of you for your interest in this service. It will continue, but it will be managed better from me at the moment. I think the long shot is I've not said really no to anyone, and I will start pushing back on that, and hopefully that will go a bit better for everything. I might even, so what we've been doing right now as well is releasing things as they've come, because I thought it would be interesting to do a quick turnaround service for people, but I might well change that up to have one single release day. The only issue that I can foresee with that is if we get like 3 or 4 different sellers come in at one time, then it's a little bit more complex for me to manage who is getting paid for what and when. And if there are 2 sellers, for example, wanting to sell Britannias at different prices, then they're going to be competing with each other if they've got, you know, one slightly cheaper than the other. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But there's a whole host of other things that I really want to do with this service. I really want to update my website with a full rundown of the service, give it a devoted page for both sellers and buyers to have all of the information. But finding the time to write that's impossible. I want to have like a seller's form that they would fill out so that they have all of the terms and conditions in one particular form that they can sign and agree to. So at the moment we're just doing that through email, and it's a bit more difficult. Again, finding the time to create that difficult. And I want to do this right. I want to do it justice, and I think right now we're just a bit overwhelmed. That makes sense. Anyway, look, there's a little bonus ramble for you. An extra 2 minutes of Backyard Bullion Rambling. What more could you want? So, that's it from me. I think I'm done for today. And I will be looking forward to my weekend. So I'm filming on Thursday. I'm doing this ahead of time because I know that I want to just take a break on Saturday and Sunday, and I might just leave the computer off, put the phone away, and detox from everything for a day. I think that'll probably do me some good. But anyway, look, I'm all right. Thank you all. We'll see you on the next video. That's it from me for today. Thank you to the Backyard Bullion Ramblers. Hit that thumbs up button. Comment down below because you're cool. Thanks all. See you soon.